Thank you for your patience, you guys. It's Kim Johnston here, Rattlers announcer, and there he is. Can, can you? All right, hang on. Let me hang up the phone here. You're still talking me through the phone. Can you hear me at your end? Can you hear me?
Oh, oh, there we go.
There we go. All right.
Yes, I can.
All right, there we go, everyone. This is Patrick Sharp. He's with Medicine College Rattlers Sport and Wellness. He works a lot on game nights. And Patrick, for those that aren't aware, give everyone kind of the rundown of your scope with the Rattlers.
Basically, I'm in charge of all the athletic events we host on campus and also conference championships, national championships. I have a lot to do with our social media. I have a lot to do with issuing press releases. And every once in a while, I get to do these fun interviews. I'm sure most people would rather talk to an athlete or a coach, but for a test purpose, I don't mind filling right in.
That's good. I see Aaron Cameron is watching this. So there's a name we haven't heard in a while. I hope you're doing well, Aaron.
Hey,
Was
AC, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah, was that last year? Yeah,
Two
last
years
year he was
ago.
with the team, right?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, one of the most entertaining Rattlers in men's basketball that we've seen in a while, right?
Absolutely. We tried to get him to come back. We just can't seem to convince him.
Come on, buddy. Seriously. All right. So, for those that aren't aware, um, we've kind of explored this idea for the past few weeks. We've kind of talked about how we want to do this, whether it's a daily show or weekly or whatever, where we talk to a lot of the players and people associated with the Rattlers and, just kind of talk a little bit about Rattler pride and really kind of get excited for the upcoming season. So what is the vision for this series of videos now, Patrick?
Well, I think what we're hoping is that maybe we can start off by having the coaches interviewed and they can
Yeah.
kind of give us an update on what they've been doing and how they're prepping for next year. We'd also like to encourage as many of our athletes as possible to take part in this because I think hearing what they're up to would be kind of exciting and fun for people to learn about. And, hopefully some alumni and members of the Booster Club as well. I think it's really important in these times that we as the Rattlers have an opportunity to push out some positive stuff.
Mhm.
Everybody's kind of stuck in their house and, a little concerned about how the world's unfolding around us. But, at Rattler Athletics, we're still here. We may be working in different environments. I'm literally sitting in my shoe room right now talking to you. But we are hard at work planning for the upcoming season, whatever that may look like.
Yeah. Uh, is it too early to tell? Like, what are we hearing from, well, let's start with things like soccer, right? I mean, that season really isn't that far away. Is there any discussion yet as to what that's going to look like?
I know that the ACAC is committed to having a season in some format, but none of us really know right now
Okay.
because, of course, it all requires, the okay from the province. I do know that yesterday, in talking with Dean, the Canadian Soccer Association sent something out talking about the potential for soccer to resume on pitches as early as June, maybe July. So for youth programs, etc. I don't know where that lies with the Alberta government because they have their own provincial regulations.
Hmm.
It's really hard to say for September. So golf and soccer, the first semester of basketball and volleyball, it's so tough right now.
Yep.
Hopefully, the worst case scenario is we have a shortened season for volleyball and basketball starting in January, and then maybe futsal as well. But all options are open right now.
Yep. Looking ahead, I see that just kind of following the Instagram feed, though. I mean, there may be a little bit of uncertainty, but the fact is, there have been some key signings over the past while, and it seems like almost every day I've checked the feed, and there's been somebody that has been announced as a future Medicine College Rattler.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. I know all of our coaches have been working really hard. Um, we actually had a comment from somebody at one point wondering about our social distance methods when we're recruiting athletes. The reality is our coaches have not seen anybody in person. They're not allowed to from the league or the college, but they are using things like video chats, email, text messages, phone calls,
Yep.
and have been quite active. I know men's basketball has announced like 4 or 5 signings, and they have another 4 or 5 to come. Soccer has announced several players. We had one just the other day, Saskatchewan, a young man from Saskatchewan. I know Rob's quite excited about the players that he's got coming in, both for the men's and the women's team. Um, Kim had announced a bunch of signings just before we kind of all went on lockdown, and we had the opportunity to have those athletes submit athlete profiles, which was kind of cool to learn about these new incoming students. So, I think everybody's is excited about this coming season. We just hope we get to have one.
Well, I'm excited and I'm confident and I am optimistic. And I know that, there's a lot of people of a similar mindset, with, of course, the Rattlers and with the entire ACAC. And so, like I say, I choose to be very optimistic about great times ahead with the Rattlers and, season 51.
That's
Wait,
right.
is that right? Or is it 51 for the college?
This
Yeah, no,
no,
it's
this is
51 for the college.
51 for athletics.
Ah, okay. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Season 51 is going to be the most exciting yet. I'm calling it right now.
I
And
agree.
so, once again, that's Patrick Sharp joining us on the broadcast today. Thank you to everyone for watching. I see Jasmine. I see Shelby. I see a few names that I recognize and a few that I don't. I see Amber watching, Amber Stigter. So, guys, each and every one of you, we're coming to you. We want to talk to you on here. And you don't have to prepare for anything. You don't have to have any funny stories lined up. We just want a fun little chat with you, a little discussion, so we can kind of, get to know you a little bit better. Because everyone that joins the Rattlers has their own unique story, and oftentimes really awesome account of how they got to where they are athletically and academically and everything else. And so we want to hear all of this stuff, right? I think so many great
Absolutely.
stories out there. All right.
Yeah,
Patrick, all the
absolutely.
best, my friend. Have a great May long weekend. And we're going to get cracking on this pretty much as soon as we get the green light from your end. Anything else you want to say to the players and coaches and everybody else that's watching this right now?
I just want you all to stay safe. Keep doing what you need to do. Try and stay as active as possible. I know with no gyms and, no workout facilities open at this point in time, it can be a challenge, but there are lots of things you can do at home, as I'm finding out myself. Um, but just know Rattler Athletics is here for you guys. If you need anything, we're always available with an email or a phone call, and we're looking forward to seeing you all back on campus as soon as that is possible.
All right. Aaron Cameron says, I would love to get on and talk with you. Well, my friend, we are going to take you up on that, and maybe as early as
Absolutely.
next week, right? So we want to get everybody on here, and it's fun. That's all it is, right? We're just going to have fun with this. All right.
Yes.
Aaron says, Patrick Sharp for president. Well, I don't know if you're a citizen there, but who knows? All
Sure,
right.
why not?
All right. All the
Thanks,
best.
KJ.
Talk to you soon. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
All right. There you go, guys. Thank you so much, and have an awesome